And thank you for being here with us at Cityline. We were just looking at one of the Hilltop Artist vases, and they're so beautiful. We have a hard time keeping our eyes off them. With me right now, speaking of a person who's so hard to keep your eyes off of, because let me tell you, she moves so fast and she's got such goodness around her. That woman has an aura. It's like a drag chute. I am talking about the one and the only executive director from the Toy Rescue Mission, my friend, my hero, Martha Davis. Hello, my love.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
I'm happy to see you too. I've missed you.
I've missed you too. And I got to say, as I said in the opening, you carry a title of so many titles, but most recently, we got to find out exactly what you've been keeping secret, because you were named, Martha Davis, you are the South Sound Citizen of the Year for 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
That
and
meant
boy,
a lot.
let me tell you, you are a hard act to follow. I don't know how they're going to measure the next person. I think they should just give it to you. We'll just let you keep it this whole time. How's that? Yeah.
That'd be great.
So there always is something lovely and positive and healing and hopeful happening at the Toy Rescue Mission, not Tacoma, Toy Rescue Mission. So we're going to take a guess by what you have on your head, but I want to hear it come out of that beautiful smile. What are you working on right now?
It's Easter season.
It is.
We are in the process of making Easter baskets. Last year, we made 1,864 baskets.
1864.
1864. And our goal this year is 2000.
Oh my
And we're
goodness.
halfway there, and we still have until the 22nd to make baskets
Of
for
March.
agencies, yes, as well as individual families that are calling, asking us to make baskets for them and their children.
And March came early this year.
It did. Easter is early this year because it changes every year. Sometimes it's in April, sometimes it's in March.
Right.
And it's the 31st of March this year.
It is.
Yeah.
So we recently, Cheryl came down, my producer Cheryl, and took some footage of what happens, which we're going to roll during this segment. But who does all this work that is working toward 2,000 baskets this year?
We have an amazing group of volunteers. You just would not believe. We have people that have been there 15, 16 years, just loving what they do.
And here we
and
are.
they drive from such long, far places. That shot is Linda. She's one of our faithful volunteers that's been with us quite a while. Then we have Vicky, and we have Maria and Jamie. We have Carol, Linda. That's Frankie Coleman that's being shown. He is with Coordinated Health Care
Yes.
Company. And he donated coloring books and poppets. The kids love those little Apple big poppet things.
Yes.
And so he donated hundreds of those and coloring books and crayons. And so then he said, I'll come help you make baskets.
Oh.
And that's Vicky. She's one of our regulars. She lives in Covington and
She
drives
drives?
in every week 2 to 3 times from Covington.
On her time, on her own dime.
On her own dime. Won't take money
Wow.
for gas.
Of course not.
Of course not. She just loves what she does.
Oh my gosh.
We have Norma, who lives in Eatonville. We have Carol, Bonnie, and Nancy, who live in Gig Harbor. So people come from everywhere. But we have a regular staff of about 10 that are in there. I can close my eyes and be sick for 3 days and know that the show goes on, because they all have keys. They know how to get in. They know what to do. They know what the requirements are.
So,
they just work.
Martha, take us back, because I don't think enough people know how this started, because this is such a great story. Because in the beginning, you couldn't take 3 days off. So share, give us the genesis story of how this started.
I'll give you the abbreviated version because
Okay.
it's so long.
All right.
But Carol Barkley was the original founder of Toy Rescue Mission. And her kids were grown and she needed something to do. You know how we get that empty nest syndrome when the kids are out of the house? Well, she needed something to do. So she discovered a neighbor who had a child having a birthday. Neither one of them had money. And the neighbor asked Carol for a loan. And Carol said, I don't have any money, but I'm going to Goodwill. And she said, I'll see if they got anything. So
Yes.
she went to Goodwill and had all these great toys. Some were brand new for like 50 cents in the dollar. And so she took some things home. And then pretty soon, people started hearing about her story about how she got these toys. They started bringing her toys to clean up and fix up. she turned one of her spare bedrooms into a toy room. And next thing you know, they were moving out of that house into a new house. And her husband finally said enough's enough when we kicked his classic car out of the garage and,
that'll do
and
it.
put a toy store in his garage. And years later, Seattle Mortgage gave us our first building on Center Street in Tacoma. And we were there for a couple of years until they tripled the rent. And then we moved to our current location. In 2007, late 2006, Carol just became jaded and tired. And she just, it was too much for her. And her health was declining and she didn't want to do it anymore. So she was going to close the door. And we didn't have money in the bank. It was horrible. And I went home and I was crying to my husband, we're going to close Toy Rescue Mission because we just don't have any money. And my husband says, does it mean that much to you? And I says, of course it does. And he thought about it for a while. He says, I'm giving you $10,000. Do not ask for another dime.
We love this man.
He says, do not ask for another dime.
Not one
penny dime. And I was able to go to the building owners and ask for an extension on the rent. He gave me a year's free rent. And since then, the building, of course, has been sold. The new owners have come and doubled the rent. But, at that time, we just needed time to get grants going. And we were able to write a few grants and money started to come in. And
okay, you are incredible. And I have to say, you brought me this beautiful little egg.
Yes.
And are these in the baskets that we're handing out?
Yes, and I even brought a bucket full here.
I know.
For all the staff and everybody to have and it's got great chocolate inside.
I was going to say, anytime you show up with chocolate on TV Tacoma, you are our favorite guest.
Well, there's lots of chocolate in the eggs today that I brought.
I love this. So I want to find out, how do you get other donations? Because this is year round. I mean, and you even jump outside of holidays and do things like back to school. So how do these donations come in?
We have, oh my God, there's no possible way for me to thank every single donor. All I can say is thank you to the amazing people who believe in Toy Rescue Mission and who keep us going. We do have a few special donors who really go above and beyond. The Puyallup Food Bank. Luckily for them this year, they supplied me with 2 pallets of candy, 2 pallets of M&Ms and Twizzlers and great stuff for our Easter basket. So that cut down on the expense of having to buy candy.
Yes.
And then we have Walmart, who is a really big supporter. We get lots of donations from Walmart. And then there's local people like the 6th Avenue Grocery Outlet.
Yes.
There are a lot of great people out there. There's just, like I said, so many. I just don't want to name them all because I'm going to miss somebody.
Well, then we'll just say
thank you to every donor who's ever touched Toy Rescue Mission. Thank you very much.
It takes a village, doesn't it?
It does take a village.
So let's talk about right now, what is your biggest need? And I'd like you to also talk about the Ripples of Hope program, because I know that people look at this, look at your face, hear your story, and all we want to do is help.
That would just make me so happy. Our Ripples of Hope program is really simple. We survive right now by writing grants.
Right.
Because all of us are 100% volunteer. We don't pay salaries. I live in Graham. I drive a big gas hog that gets 15 miles to a gallon on a good day. Has a 36-gallon gas tank in my Suburban. So that takes a lot of gas. I pay for that. Yes. All the other volunteers that drive from Covington, from Eatonville, from Gig Harbor, they pay their bridge tolls, they pay their gas. So we even donate out of our own pockets to put money in the coffer to pay care of the utility bills. We need 400 people. This Tacoma is way bigger than 400 people. To donate $10 a month. That's $4,000 a month. Rent's $3,000 a month. Okay, that would take care of the rent. $1,000 would go towards the light bill, the phone bill, the gas bill, the supplies. We get smaller supplies in, and we get lots of little $25 donations here and there. But if we could just get that big core donation in every month, that would be wonderful, because it would make a lot towards our success. And, we could stay in business much longer.
Absolutely. So, folks, we need your time, and we need the latte factor of $10 a month, which most people can do and would not miss. And boy, what a good feeling that would be.
You know what I did to save money? When I first started this, I bought myself a Keurig, because I was going to Starbucks 2 and 3 times a day.
Ooh, that can add up.
Oh yeah. So now I have a Keurig, and I brew my own Starbucks at home. And so the money that I would spend
Yes.
for a Starbucks, I can put that money in the coffer for Toy Rescue Mission.
Okay, and that is a lesson that everybody can learn
For
from.
anything, to save money.
Exactly. So in this last minute, tell me about one program that's coming up outside of this.
Oh my goodness. The biggest thing that we have coming up after Easter, of course, is back to school.
Okay.
And we have something new. It's called the Get Outside program.
Yes.
Because, you know, there's too many kids that spend too much time on their tablets
That's
and
right.
watching TV and
That's
electronics
right.
and all these bad habits that kids develop from social media. So we're trying to get kids back outside. So I'm partnering with Bikes for Kids
Okay.
to supply bicycles. And I have these great riding toys. Oh my God, there's a shot of one of them on the
Yes.
screen. And we have these great riding
There it
toys.
is.
There's one. We're going to be giving away 25 of those.
Okay, I want one of those.
Yeah, it's a little go-kart. Goes about 10 miles an hour.
Oh my God, I could, well, that would be dangerous for me. 'Cause I love that. Martha, thank you so much for being here
You're
today.
so welcome.
And for
Thank
all
you
that
for
you
having
do.
me.
My pleasure. Thanks for the chocolate, and I want to see you back on the couch sooner than later.
I'll be here.
All right. Looks like we have the cast of Tacoma Little Theater and maybe some renters at the table. We'll have them right over here on the comfy couch right after this quick message.